sailors and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force. You are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. In company with our brave allies and brothers in arms on other fronts, you will bring about the destruction of the German war machine, the elimination of Nazi tyranny over the oppressed peoples of Europe, and security for ourselves in a free world. Your task will not be an easy one. Your enemy is well-trained, well-equipped, and battle-hardened. He will fight savagely. But this is the year 1944. Much has happened since the Nazi triumphs of 1940-41. The United Nations have inflicted upon the Germans great defeats in open battle, man to man. Our air offensive has seriously reduced their strength in the air and their capacity to wage war on the ground. Our home fronts have given us an overwhelming superiority in weapons and munitions of war.
Fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. And if, which I do not for a moment believe, this island or a large part of it were subjugated and starving, then our empire beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the British fleet, would carry on the struggle until, in God's good time, the new world, with all its power and might, steps forth to the rescue and the liberation of the old.
glimpses from the battlefronts of the world to show how training pays off. These mountainous impasses were once traversed by the Romans. Now U.S. troops, conditioned for this terrain, ever cautious of their footing, plod their way up the hazardous trail. Our attack has been held up by heavy machine gun and mortar fire. An observation post established, M4 tanks are ordered to support the infantry by destroying German emplacements. Tank crews are given their assignments. Tanks move up on the flank. By a covered route, the infantry moves toward the jump-off position. Disperse and take individual cover. One goes into a hull defilade position, while another takes high ground. The other tanks move into selected positions. This driver knows natural growth shouldn't be disturbed, but sometimes it's unavoidable. By direct fire, trained armored force gunners clear obstacles for their infantry teammates. To overcome resistance, this mortar squad moves up to furnish close support during the assault. Resistance overcome, our troops move ahead.
The Volturno River, swollen by torrential rains. Our engineers, faced with the problem of getting troops and equipment across, had to span this water quickly, hampered by wind, rain, and cold. They established abutment sites with rock. Now the steel treadway was laid on rubber pontons. Trained men, wet and freezing, fight against time.
There the Germans are holding out. They've got some dug-in tanks. They've got perhaps a battalion or so of infantry. We don't know how strong they are there, but they're holding out stubbornly. And even now at this moment, we're laying down a heavy barrage of mortar fire on them, preparing the way for our infantry to go forward. On the road about 300 or 400 yards from where I am. One of our tanks is just full. I'm lying down at full length there in the cornfield. Just in the hedges around me, I can see many men taking shelter behind the banks wearing their steel helmets, while this terrific barrage goes on around us. In this barrage, we've got our 4.2-inch mortars, our field guns, our medium guns, all the guns of the fleet. The shells are whistling overhead now. Just listen to them. As far as I can see now, our infantry have advanced across the open cornfield and into the wood. The artillery is putting down a concentration behind the wood, and one of our tanks over on my right has just fired a couple of rounds 250 yards from where I am. Further over to the left, I can see streams of tracers still cutting into the wood over the heads of the advancing troops. The tanks of artillery going down on the far side of the wood is intensifying every moment. Then you can hear machine guns firing from the hedgerow about a couple of hundred yards up from where I am. There's so much smoke and dust rising from the cornfield that it's impossible to see where our infantry have got to. And there are 3 or 4 tanks all of them firing.